So let's install Git on the system. Some graphical user interface front ends for Git come with their own embedded version, but many other tools expect Git to be installed on the system properly, so let's do that. So we just bring up a web browser, and Git's URL, Git's homepage is git-scm.com, and we go there. You get, of course, the download link. Another very nice link that you should be following is actually the open source Pro Git book by Scott Chasen, who actually is a free ebook you can download in any format that you want, and it's the ultimate reference on how to use Git. So right now we are downloading the latest version for Windows, and the download's starting and it's done. So let's open up the installer, and from there on it's basically just the default installation. And Git is fairly conservative that in terms of what it does. So it, for instance, does not install an icon on the desktop, which I personally like a lot. Then there's a question on the default editor, and for now the Vim editor is perfectly fine. You'll be seeing on the command line on how to change that if we need to. Our ultimate goal on Windows is to use a graphical user interface anyways, so let's just stick with the normal ones. Again, the recommended setting is just fine for everything. Authentication can use either OpenSSH or PuTTY, but we already installed PuTTY, and this is indeed what we want. So here's the one thing that we need in order to tell Git to use PuTTY for in Pageant for the authentication via SSH. So, and then the OpenSSL library that comes with Git is perfectly fine. Line endings is a never-ending story, and again, the default is fine. We'll cover line endings, what that means, and how to deal with line endings in a cross-platform development setup properly in other classes. But as far as installation goes, the default again is just fine. And so when it comes to Git Bash, you can either use a terminal window that comes with a third-party thing, or you can just use the command windows. And but it's perfectly fine again for us to use the Windows default in this case, as to not install too many different things on our system. The rest of the stuff is again just fine, and now we can go ahead and install things. And when that is done, we have a functioning Git on our system. And then the next step actually will be to install a graphical user interface front end, a GUI front end for this, which will be SourceTree. Okay, Git is installed, and we should be in good shape. We should be seeing in the taskbar a subdirectory Git, where there are a couple of programs now, the command line interface, and a very simple GUI. However, the GUI that we're going to use in terms of SourceTree will be far more superior to that.